Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
You know, I go to bed about 8:30 because I have to get up early in the morning, and I say to Harley, good night, I'm just going to bed and going to read a book and then I'm going to drift off into a big sleep. 10 o'clock, I'm still scrolling through my phone, and often it's because of Reddit threads. I love a Reddit thread. Can I read this one to you?
It's not about eating sesame seeds for a year and this is what it did to me?
No, that was yesterday's. This one says, my dad died. Classic start to a funny story. He was buried in a small village in Sussex. I was really close to my dad, so I visited his grave a lot. I still do. He says, don't worry, it gets funnier. He said, I always took flowers, and my mum visited a lot, and she always took flowers, and my grandparents were still alive, and they always took flowers. My dad's grave frequently resembled a third place at the Chelsea Flower Show. Nice, but I felt bad for the guy buried next to my dad. He never had flowers. He died on Christmas Day, aged 37. No one left him flowers, and now there's a pop-up florist in the grave next door. So I started to buy him flowers. I started buying flowers for a deceased man I'd never met. I did this for quite some time, but I never mentioned it to anyone. It was a private joke with myself. I was making the world a better place, one bunch of flowers at a time. I know it sounds weird, but I kind of think of him as a friend. I wondered if there was a hidden connection between us, something secretly drawing me to him. Maybe we went to the same school, played for the same football club or whatever. So I Googled his name. 10 seconds later, I found him. His wife didn't leave him flowers because he'd murdered her on Christmas Day. After he'd murdered his wife, he'd murdered her parents too. Then after that, he jumped in front of the only train going through Balcombe Tunnel that Christmas night. That was why no one ever left him flowers. No one except me. I left him flowers every couple of weeks for 2.5 years.
Oh, goodness.
I felt terrible for his wife and her parents. Now, I wasn't going to go and leave them flowers every couple of weeks for 2.5 years, but I did feel like I owed them some sort of apology. I found out where they were buried. I bought flowers and I drove to the cemetery.
Yeah.
As I was standing at their graves, mumbling apologies, a woman appeared behind me. She wanted to know who I was and why I was leaving flowers for her aunt and grandparents. Awkward. Oh. I explained, and she said, okay, that's weird, but quite sweet. I said, thanks, it is a bit weird. And oh, God, I asked her out for a drink. Incredibly, she said yes. 2 years later, she said yes again when I asked her to marry me because that's how I met my wife.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What a story.
So when the kids say, where'd you meet? You go, you know what, it's just too hard. Just down the pub. I just met them down the pub.
You know, I ate sesame seeds for a year and this is what it did to me.
That's why I love Reddit.